Hello. Yes.
The door's locked. This is the box of DVDs.
For DVDs, alright.
Are they on the other side? They're on the other side.
Okay.
And this is what, is it you or you for somebody else? Or you're the one I was talking to?
Yes.
Okay, you wanted to look at those, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He's gonna...
And then for the audiobooks, we have 2 bags and 1 bag,
One
right?
bag, yeah,
All
for
right.
35.
Alright. Oh, alright.
They're full.
Oh. Where you get all this?
A friend?
Your friend?
Yeah. So...
Okay. Yeah, I'm interested to buy all. So
okay, so it was 35 for this and 25 for that whole box.
all right.
And they've all probably been watched just once.
All right.
So,
Yeah.
so what's 35?
Yeah, 35 plus 25 is 60. Ah,
I'm not good at math. Let
yeah,
me ask
60.
my
Yeah, check it.
handyman here.
All right.
What's 35 plus 25?
Ang dami
you're
po.
right.
60, yes.
Yeah.
All right, I will take all.
That good?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome.
All right.
Okay.
Ayun, tapos na yung transaction namin. Bali, binili ko lahat yung audiobooks na hindi ko alam kung ilang piraso at saka yung DVD Blu-ray, hindi ko rin alam kung ilang piraso. And pero yung mga DVD at saka Blu-ray, most probably mga horror movies. Bali, babalik na po ako sa San Angelo, dito kasi Coleman, so it's a 1 hour travel. Titignan po natin at ipapakita ko po sa inyo kung ano yung title at saka kung ano yung kalidad ng audiobook saka Blu-ray DVD. Ipo.
What the hell? Toots blurted in total amazement. Shh. Sophie cautioned. I'm not sure what's happening. Mavis and Ida stared at the bright dots dancing around the room. Moving, it seemed at the speed of light, the orbs whirled around the room, then shot off to who knew where, only to have another 100 or so take their places. After several minutes of shock at what they were seeing, they heard a soft drone begin to fill the room, low as if the sound were coming from a distance. Bees, Sophie thought. It sounds like a swarm of bees. The noise became louder and more distinct as the small circles of light darted around the dining room. Voices. It sounded like hundreds of people trying to talk at once. Sophie jerked to attention, trying to identify the interpreter, or whatever it called itself. Her hearing as sharp as a sword, Sophie went from her normal olive-colored skin to white in less than a second. Walter? She whispered, knowing it couldn't be, yet she'd clearly identified his voice as one among many.
Ayan po yung pagkain natin ngayon. Kaya, kain po tayo. Ayun, tapos na po akong kumain. Bali, nagpapahinga lang po ako ng konti. Tapos, bibiyahe ulit tayo. So, most probably, mga 30 minutes na lang. 30 minutes na lang from here to San Angelo. Ito po, tatapon ko muna ito. Tatapon muna natin to. Dito po kasi sa US, bali self-serving po. Meron pa po doon. Ayan, kunin na rin natin to. Ayan, tapon muna natin to. Ayan. Good. Alright, thank you. Yan po. May mga pagkain. Ayan. Ito, tatapon ko na rin to. Thank you. Ayun. Yan po.
Her mourning clothes after each of her husbands died. Why couldn't people keep the clothes they wore for their loved one's final send-off, but wear them over and over? Couldn't the clothing hold a special memory of those that had passed? They didn't have to be black and ugly, like most of what she saw when she attended funerals. She knew then what she would do to commemorate the pearls of the world. Mavis started spending most of her nights staying up late, sewing her clothes. She'd designed her own label, which read, "Good Morning" by Mavis. She had 3 styles, 3 colors, and 36 pieces ready for shipping. She started with her own size 8, then added 10s, 12s, and 14s. She had done her homework, discovering that the average size woman wore a size 12. From there, she'd set up an account with FedEx. They would come to the house and pick up her orders in the boxes they'd provided. She'd also set up an account with PayPal in order to collect payment for her sales. Mavis was still amazed at the internet. It had truly opened her up to a new world. Mavis was happier than she'd ever imagined. It was 3 in the morning when Toots finally reached Chris on the phone. He agreed to stay at the beach house while they were gone, explaining that an old chum from law school had popped in unexpectedly. So Chris was thrilled when Toots offered him the chance to house sit. He said his friend from Illinois would be stoked at the thought of hanging out in Malibu. With that taken care of, Toots emailed Bernice with a to-do list. She gave her the details of their chartered flight, telling her she'd hired a limousine service to pick them up from the airport. As usual, Toots, aka LAT Enterprise, would stay in touch with Abby and the informer through email. Abby wouldn't be the least bit suspicious, Toots hoped. At 9 o'clock in the morning, they left the beach house to make their 10 o'clock charter. Toots was tired, but knew she could sleep once she was on the plane. Mavis took her sewing machine along. None of them could figure out why, but Mavis never asked for much, so allowing her this bit of eccentricity was more than fair.
Ayun, back home na po tayo. Bali, papakita ko po sa inyo kung ilang piraso ang nabili nating audiobook saka mga movies at kung ano yung mga title nila. Kasi actually hindi ko alam kung ilang pieces na audiobook saka mga movies. Bali, binili ko po siya as bundle. So, excited na po ako. Sige, samahan niyo po ako. Ito po yung nabili natin kanina. Mga audiobook saka DVD at saka dalawang Blu-ray. Bale, ang DVD ay puro horror po yan. Tapos itong audiobooks ay binilang ko kanina ay 113 na audiobooks at saka 30 na DVD at saka dalawang Blu-ray. So, ito po yung mga title at saka yung itsura po ng box nila ay medyo maganda po siya. Yan. Yan po. At saka yung mga nakikita nyo ngayon, yan yung napili ko na para sa akin ay interesadong pakinggan. Gaya nito. Ito po. I heard that song before by Mary Higgins Clark. Parang ano po siya, parang suspense na mystery. So naagaw pansin ako dito sa title na to, saka yung picture, kasi hindi ko pa kabisado yung mga novel na yan. Nagdedepende lang ako sa title at saka yung picture sa box niya. So ang nakaagaw pansin din sa akin, ito yung The Poseidon Adventure. Yan, medyo mukhang interesting pakinggan. Tapos ito din po, yan, Hook by Ted Bell. Yan. Tapos itong si John Grisham, ito po author ng A Time to Kill. Yan, mukhang interesting din po siyang pakinggan. So ito po. At saka yung mga iba dito, marami po siya. Karamihan is James Patterson novel. Yan, marami pong James Patterson. Yan po yung mga ano nila. Yan, yan si Nelson DeMille. Tapos ito, The Surgeon, mukhang interesting din po ito. Ayan. Ito rin, Thunderstruck. Tapos ito, Finger Licking 15 by Janet Evanovich. Meron din siyang ano dito, saan ba yun? Ito, Wicked Business. Mukhang interesting pakinggan. Ang ano po, ang difference between books at saka audiobooks, ang books ay binabasa, pero ang audiobooks ay pinapakinggan. Novel na inilagay sa CD tapos pinapakinggan siya. Ayan po, ganito po itsura niya. Ayan. Ayan. Tapos maraming CD po yan. Ayan. Ayan. Maraming CD po. Ayan. Bale, itong CD na to ay nadoble. Ayan. Ayan po. So, 1, 2, 3. Bale, 6 na CD. 6 na CD po ito. Ayan. Ayan po. So, yan po yung difference ng audiobook saka books. So, itong DVD naman, bale, mahilig kasi po ako sa movie kaya bumibili din ako ng mga DVD. Yan. Mga horror. Yan. Tapos, ang nakaagaw pansin pa po sa akin na parang mukhang magandang pakinggan ay ito po, yung One Summer. Ito, mukhang may laman ang ibig sabihin ng One Summer. So, yan po ay mukhang interesting pakinggan. So, tapos, ang nakaagaw pansin din sa akin na parang mukhang magandang pakinggan ay ito, The Surgeon by Tess Gerritsen. Yan po, mukhang interesting din siyang pakinggan. So, yan, Interfered with Their Bones, tapos The Sacred Clowns, tapos ito, Finger Licking 15, and then The Awakening, tapos True Evil, tapos That yan, Seventh Heaven, Hey Good Looking, Where Are You Now, tapos A Wicked Business. So ito po, maganda rin yan, mukhang maganda rin, Collateral Damage. So yan, marami po, pero ito rin maganda, Hannibal Rising, mukhang maganda itong pakinggan, interesting siya, saka yung Wicked Prey. So ito po lahat ang nabili natin kanina. Ayan po. So kung nagustuhan nyo po itong video na ito, mag-subscribe, mag-share and likes, tapos i-click nyo po yung notification bell para updated kayo sa mga videos ko. Maraming salamat po. Ang difference po ng books at saka audiobooks ay ang books binabasa, pero ang audiobooks ay novel na inilagay sa CD na may Ang difference po ng audiobooks sa books ay ang books ay binabasa, pero ang audiobooks pinapakinggan. Bali nakalagay po siya sa CD, tapos may binabasa nung yung narrator.